You heard me? Look, it's saying in broadcast. We live. We lit. Let's
We
get
live, baby. Let's do it, man. What's up, man? Let's get it, man. We locked in, man. What's going on, baby? What's the deal, Mikey? What's up, man? What's up, man? What's the deal, man?
Hey, shit, you know what it is. What's real right? We locked in, man. What's real right? What's real wrong? What's going on?
Ooh, we.
What's up, bro?
Yo, look at this nigga right here, B. Look at this nigga. Yo. What y'all niggas say?
We all over. We everywhere. Anytime TV, what's up?
We're not going uptown because we're going downtown. We're going downtown.
What's good? Dark side. Hell of a ninja.
Also, Mikey B and KK is not out here. The Moshe is not out here.
We locked in. What's going on? Stand up. That's right. Salute to all the real rights. Let's get it.
Yo,
knowledge born. Peace, bro. Peace. Salute.
I don't know them other niggas. That's right. You ain't gonna never know them other niggas. You wanna know these niggas.
Peace to the chat. What's up?
Yeah, what's good? What's good, man? Shout it out, man.
Yo, they just said 2 young brothers is killed after killing a 2 cops.
Hold on. Go back to that.
Huh?
Now go back to that last one. Somebody said somebody just got killed.
Wow, man.
Damn, I ain't even know that.
Damn, that's crazy. What that happened at, Mo?
Yo, Mo, what that happened at?
They said 2 people just killed the police, and 2 young boys got killed. They killed 2 cops in Harlem.
2 cops killed in Harlem. Damn, it's lit right now. And yeah, we're about to talk about all that right there. We're about to pull up. We're about to let everybody know, man. Listen, tonight, you know everything, man. You know how I go, man. We always come with that smoke, man. We're gonna come with the fire for the listeners out there. We're not gonna play no games. We're gonna get right to it. We ain't wasting no time, man. It's a lot of stuff being said over the airwaves. It's a lot of stuff being heard. But we're gonna set the record straight, man. We're gonna clarify a few things so individuals don't get nothing twisted. Oh, yeah. Yo, Mo, yeah, thank you for that, Mo. We appreciate that. I ain't even know that. Mikey B, you knew something about that? I can't hear you, Mikey.
First time I heard that, bro. I didn't even know that.
Nah, me neither. I ain't know nothing about that neither.
Shit's crazy out here, man. I'm gonna tell you how crazy it is out here, right?
Why don't you pull up and talk to these people, man?
Tell Mella pull up on the platform.
Hit the link. I don't see you, bro. Hit the link. You on my phone. Yeah,
I sent him the link. Sadie B locked in. I see you, cuz. Anthony Porter. Yeah, shout it out to everybody. So you just gonna shout Mikey B out. You don't see me sitting right here as a co-host. You just gonna shout my brother out. Now, how disrespectful is that? You're gonna shout Mikey B out. Yo, what's up with this, Mikey? Like, you was gonna shout you out.
It's late. All my friends are dead. Push me to the edge. All my friends are dead.
I'm saying, hold on. That's like we coming up on the show and it's Oprah, Arsenio Hall.
It's like this brother right here coming up on the show.
Who, KK? It's my man KK right here, right?
Nah, that ain't KK.
Psych. Mel Cross on the set.
Legendary Mel Cross. Cross TV. Lit. Real right.
That's Cross TV with a K. That's Cross TV with a K.
We up in the building.
Come on, don't get it twisted, man. Let's talk about it, man. Comrade, what's up? That's Cross TV. That's Cross TV with a K.
That's right, man.
Yeah.
Fucked up, man.
OG Sonny Blacko, what's good, man? How y'all doing out there, man? Yo, Melly, man, what's up, baby? What's the deal? Where you at? You on the block, right?
You already know, man. I'm gonna show y'all real fast. What about, man? Like, you know.
I know where you at, bro. I know where you at, bro.
Yeah. That's the community right there. That's why I was with Mel at, yo, for the record, Mikey, that's why I was with Mel at last week. We was out there on 181st and Valentine.
Look where he at. Melcross
Yeah,
outside. You see that?
that's the fact. He outside. He ain't playing no games. He ain't hiding.
Yeah.
He ain't speaking somewhere from Mama Duke Lane. My
Much
brother is right
respect
there in
to
the community,
much
man.
respect to bro, man.
Yo, Mel, what's up, bro, man? What's the deal, man?
Ain't nothing, man. First and foremost, man, you know I love y'all, man. You know I love y'all. Y'all my brothers from another mother,
I love
man.
you
You know,
too,
we
bro.
got special bonds and relationships.
That's right. We
You
came
know
a
what I'm
long
saying?
way,
That's
bro.
forever, man. You know, so, you know, every time I move, every time I bop, every time I do this work, man, you know what I'm saying? I know that I'm a reflection of y'all and y'all a reflection of me, man.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm
Facts,
saying?
bro.
So we representing each other when we doing this, man. So we got to
Facts,
do
bro.
these things right, you know what I mean?
That's right.
With that being said, man, you know, I've been real busy out here, man, you know, and I just decided to say, you know what, man? Let me start posting more work that I be doing, you know what I'm saying?
You gotta post that work. You gotta
And I said,
bro.
yeah, exactly, Mike. I said, you know what, man? Because what we got to do, you know what I'm saying, just as loud as the negativity is, we got to be just as loud positively. You know what I'm saying? The same way
Facts.
how these record companies and record labels and all that, how they guerrilla market, and every time a motherfucker about to drop a video and all that, whatever they feel they want to put out and make success, every time you turn around, you're going to see a poster, you're going to see this, you're going to see that, whatever. You know what I mean? So things that we doing, man, it got to be visual, man, because that's the only way, you know, to ignite. Because a lot of people feel like, you know, a lot of people still getting into, you know, getting to know themselves and everything like that, man. So, you know, some people still worry about, like, damn, man, if I do this, you know, will I lose this type of street credit? Will I lose this type of street credit and this, that, and the other? You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, also, what we got to start doing, too, man, you know, a lot of times we be modest. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We gotta be real, you know what I'm saying, proud of our accomplishments, not egotistical or nothing, but just be proud of our accomplishments, because I learned this also from talking to the youth too, is that, you know, a lot of them ain't, you know what I'm saying, when they carry guns, they ain't carrying guns because they killers and this and that and other. They carrying guns because they want to be on the same equal level, on the same field that those that know they want to carry guns, because they don't feel they want to be victimized. Some of them just feel like they just not, you know, asked, for lack of a better term, and everything like that, right? So when we out here and everything, and we talking to them, you know, on a daily basis and everything, because, you know, I'm out there, I'm in Moore houses, I'm in St. Mary's houses, I'm in Forest houses, I'm in McKinley houses, I'm in John Adam houses, you know, I'm seeing it every day, and I'm talking to these high-risk youth and everything, and it's like, we saying, yo, you know, we telling them a lot of times, like, yo, you know, you can't, it's not good to be selling drugs, it's not good to be doing this, it's not good to be doing that, you know what I'm saying? So, but what we got to do is now we got to compensate. So if we take them off and say you can't do that, well, how they going to make bread? We got to give them an alternative to make bread. We can't just cut off their supply, and they, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. Cool with that, you know what I'm saying? And that's a lot of things that be going on. So, you know, me in conjunction with Successful Steps, which is a department of in Lincoln Hall, is that they gave me a certain amount of scholarship for $2,000, where, you know, I could put in the application for them, you know, for them to get the grant and everything like that, and you know, give them equal opportunity, so that way we give them some type of you know, it's one thing, you know how they say about certain people, you know what I'm saying, they always want to cook for you and feed you, but they never want to give you a recipe to teach you how to cook for yourself, so that way, you know what I'm saying, you won't starve, you won't be dependent upon nobody else. You know what I'm saying? This is a way, you know what I'm saying, that they don't be dependent upon somebody else. So you give them a skill, that's something that's invaluable. You know what I'm saying? They only want to get better with it, you know, and that's something that they can sustain life with. That's something that they can feed their family with. You know what I'm saying? That's something that they could have an occupation where, you know what I'm saying, they ain't got to worry about what their next meal will win. You know what I'm saying? And things of that nature, because, you know, us as African Americans and Latin people in this country, man, you know, if we had the resources, the proper resources, you know, our thoughts and behaviors would be different, because we wouldn't be having certain type of struggles. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I feel like, you know, poverty in itself is violent. Poverty in itself is destruction, because within that, you know, you putting on certain survival skills, and a lot of other things that need to be attended is not going to be attended because you don't have that resource. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, I'm listening to you talk, man. Shout it out to everybody that's tuned in, man. Y'all tuned in to We Locked In. I'm your host, Moshe Canty. I'm here with my co-host Mikey B and KK, man. We got our comrade here, Mel Cross, and I see Mikey B just pull one of the peoples up, man.
Wax
You know,
boys in the building.
Salute, bro. Salute, Moshe. Salute, Mikey
man. How
B.
y'all doing, man? Salute.
Salute, King.
Yo, so we talking today, the topic today, man, because there's a lot of stuff being said. There's a lot of stuff, you hear a lot of stuff over the airwaves. It's, it seems as if these channels, man, is continuously being bombarded with information by individuals that's out here on the front lines. Well, I'm not going to say on the front lines, just on TV, right? And it gives the impression that, these individuals are real, these individuals is right. So we want to set the record straight right now. We want to, make that known that, we're here to define what's real and what's right. And there's nobody else who can define that. Not to suggest that we don't have comrades or individuals of our ilk who can't define that, but we think that we're qualified to be able to speak on that. So, I mean, I'm going to go around, man. I just want to ask you brothers, man, to kind of define, based on y'all experiences, what that term means to y'all and what does it mean to be real? What does it mean to be right? Who would like to go first?
I like to open up. What's going on? Peace, bro.
Yo, peace, bro. Peace, bro.
All right, peace, salute, for peace, bro. My thing with real right and being active is leading by example. It's time for change, right? But it's not time to talk about change. It's time to implement change, right? So my thing is history cannot be changed, Moshe. I can't change it. You can't change it. Mikey B can't change it. Mel Cross. Nobody can change history, right? However, moving forward, if it's not with the youth, if it's not with what's right now, nobody can. There's no disrespect to history. However, you have to move out of the way and let what's active take its course. You can't hold on to certain positions because of history. The things that you have done in the 90s when it was time to war, you cannot bring the prison mentality into society and be successful with this. So if you're not actively trying to make a way or better a situation for the youth or for our surrounding, you're not real right. I don't give a damn what your name is. You understand what I'm saying? Because it's time to stop talking about and let's make a way on a day-to-day basis. So and I respectfully feel, with no disrespect to nobody, but I stand on what I say. I don't care what you did in the past, whoever. If it's not for what's now and what's right, you're not real right. That's just my personal opinion.
That's a great point. Great point. What about you, Mikey B? I mean, I'm gonna ask you the question. I mean, based on your experiences, the things you've gone through, what you see today, how you've changed from the past to the present. You know what I'm saying? What's real right in your eyes?
Real right is, for one, being righteous, being real in your steps you taking, being consistent. Real right. That was like, when we came up and we said that you real right. It wasn't. Let me tell you something. Y'all came up a little bit after us, as far as being in there. But like when me and Mel Cross, we used to be doing roll calls and all that shit on Rikers Island in the Bing, in them houses. We had dudes that was neutral roll calling with us, and we respected them as real right too. We accepted them as real right. You know what I'm saying? Like, just like right now, this organic, you just called Mel Cross and told him that we was going live, and he automatically pulled up. That's real right shit. He know what we about. He know what we do. We ain't just meet here. You know what I'm saying? We got 20 plus years of being together, of working together, of building together, of coming up and maturing as men in prison. Really, we found our maturity in prison. The bros out here doing the right thing in the streets, bro. That's real right. Marley, I see you out there. You in the Bronx. You pulling up. KK, he working. That's real right. You know what I'm saying? Dude just trying to put a stamp on what real right is, and you can't put the ownership. Don't get me wrong. For the most part, when you hear that, you hear homie. But we accepted people as real right that was not blood.
So you saying that it don't have to be just dime moves? That's real
Hell
right.
No.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Because when we had up north, when at the beginning, when we first was popping out, when we had cookouts and everything, all of the dudes that wasn't blood that was with us, the Rasta, Jamaicans, Spanish guys, they used to come eat with us, they come fuck with us. You know what I'm saying? And we respected them as real right. Don't get me wrong, you couldn't be in our presence if you wasn't. You couldn't be around us if you wasn't real right. Right or wrong?
Yeah. Nah, I see. I like that right there, and I always, and I think I asked this question to you in the past, and everybody always answers this question the same way, right? You know, the opposite of real is fake. The opposite of right is wrong, right? So we know, you know what I'm saying, what's fake. We know what's wrong, right? I think I have the similar breakdown of what you, Mel, and Brody right here saying, like, look, when you real, that means you standing for something that's righteous. That means you're not gonna allow wrong or injustice to take place in your presence when you can change it. You have the ability, you have the influence, you have the power to be able to change. All too often, I know we've seen individuals in our lives who had the power, who had the influence, but unfortunately they misused their influence because they knew they can do so. I didn't think that was real. I didn't think that was right. So it put me at odds with individuals because these individuals were supposed to be, or we thought they were supposed to be, living a certain way, right? But we realized that that's not how they were living. So I agree with bro that if you're not standing on these righteous principles right now, forget what you've done 30 years ago, 20 years ago, or 10 years ago. What about now? Because those of us that are standing here right now are of the age where we have to hold ourselves to account. All right. You got Mel Cross out there. I was just out there with Mel last week on 181st and Clay, you know, and T-Bout. We was right there on 333. We was in front. And I seen Mel doing stuff, and he's known throughout the whole community. A lot of individuals are not even known in their communities, man. And he's known as somebody who's like literally on the front lines all the time, every day. This is not some movie. This is real life stuff happening. And I mean, a couple of months ago, I pulled up on Mel. You know what I'm saying? Shots being fired all around. This stuff happening in the hood. He out there trying to put it to a stop. So I think like when you really, really, really tap into who's real and who's right, you got to ask yourself, man, what are you willing to die for? Are you willing to die for some senselessness? Or are you willing to die because you're trying to save the lives of the future? And I think once individuals can clearly define that, you kind of distinguish yourself from individuals who just on TV talking about it versus those who are actually on the front lines doing the real work. Listen, y'all tuned in to WeLockedN. Y'all already know what it is, man. We clearing up any discrepancies that there might be regarding this whole real right thing, man. But I got another question. I think I'm gonna shoot this at.
Let me answer that. Let me add on to that first, bro.
You can do whatever you want, comrade. I was gonna go to KK afterwards, but go ahead, comrade. Go ahead.
Thank you, comrade. I'll get you. I'm gonna come back. I just wanted to say something, right? You know, the difference between righteous and righteousness. You know what I'm saying? Right and righteousness. There's a difference, right? So let's say we walking down the block, right? We see an old lady. She's laying on the floor crying. We approach her. How you doing, ma'am? We find out what's wrong with her. We call the ambulance. Give her some water. Kick it for a little while, and we left. You know what I'm saying? We did the right thing, right? Now, the righteous thing would be that same scenario, but instead of us leaving, we stay there because we don't know what happened to her after we left. We left her back vulnerable again. You know what I'm saying? Where she wasn't in a position to fend or do nothing for herself, and we left her in a vulnerable state again. We supposed to stay there to make sure that she had that she was okay. Because once we left and we made the call, we don't know whether the ambulance got to her or not. You know what I'm saying? So when we out here doing this work, man, it only can be individuals of our capacity. Our spiritual capacity, our mental capacity, our experience capacity, you know what I'm saying? The ones that was out here causing recklessness and havoc to the communities and stuff like that is the ones that's the closest to the individuals that's out here doing this stuff. Because we understand, because we was there. People gave up on us. We didn't give up on ourselves. It's millions of us that went through what we went through, Mo, Mikey, KK. But at the end of the day, a lot of them don't have the same strong mind. And it broke a lot of people. It turned a lot of people sour. A lot of people couldn't face what it was. So us at this time, being where we at right now, at the last day of the Peace Week, which was started 12 years ago in honor of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. I'm honored to be here with my brother. Let's get to it, man, because we got some work to do, man. Mo, you said you wanted to we had something for KK to hit. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, bro. My bad,
I
wanted to comment. I wanted to comment to something that Cross has said, and that's the thing about representing what's actually representing positiveness, representing actually putting that work in and putting it out there, just like they put out all this negative stuff, right? And it's crazy that like he said that because I was actually working. That's one of the projects that I'm working on right now, like a different type of nonprofit, like a fraternal beneficiary society, to whereas we actually go out and represent what putting in work is. You know what I'm saying? Showing dudes that it's all right to be intelligent. You know what I'm saying? It's all right to get legitimate money and look good. You know what I'm saying? And look good doing it. Like you ain't got to go out in the streets and do this. You ain't got to run around carrying a gun and do this. You ain't got to follow behind us to do this. And they need to see that because there's so much other stuff that's being promoted. And that's the thing that's throwing stuff off balance. So what he said about us actually promoting our work and what's being done and what dudes is doing, that is the fact. We have to do that, bro. We have to do that. Like, I got a home, a car, you know what I'm saying? Like my credit, my still working on the credit thing, but it's everything is building. I'm living comfortably, and I only been home 5 months after doing 25 years. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, I didn't know how to do none of that. I've been in prison since I was a teenager. So living a normal life where you're focusing on credit or paying bills or you know what I'm saying, look at that thing, like that was abnormal. So now actually learning that and seeing that shit is easy. It's easy. You know what I'm saying? It's way easier than ducking the police or stick up kids or ops or you know what I'm saying, or wanting to lay something down. That shit is way easier than that. Nigga, I don't have to have that shit on my brain, which is such a reassuring and peaceful thing. And this is what these kids need to really understand, bro. Like all the stuff that comes with it when you're going down that particular path. You know what I'm saying? And if you want it, you know what comes with it. You know what I'm saying? And that's a lot of times that's what have to be spelled out because it's not. They look at the glitz and the glamour and everything else thinking that this like, nah, there's a lot of hardship, there's a lot of pain, and you may lose not only your family, you know what I'm saying, but ultimately yourself. And when that happens, this is done, bro. This is done, bro. But go ahead, though. Ask me what you wanted to ask, bro.
No, I'm gonna say something real quick, briefly, and then I'm gonna ask the question. So I think there has to be a point where the talking has to be set aside and there has to be action, right? And I think like when you're in the community and you see conditions exist the way that they exist, I think that you have to move beyond simply saying that, yo, these problems exist. These are the problems that exist. These are the problems that exist. And you have to become proactive in your approach and try to solve much of these problems, right? Yeah. We know what the problems are. We know that poverty is here. We know that this is what's going on. We know these young boys out here wilding. But what I hate is that we know that this is happening, but we're not trying to come up with programs that try to help these individuals who we know was young. We were young at one time. We was wilding.
Talk about it, Mo. That's right.
You know, we know, and we was wilding. I mean, don't get it wrong. These brothers is going in, but I kind of think we was a whole lot different. It was a whole different time in our early 90s. Not many of our comrades lived. So, you know, with all due respect. But I guess my question I was going to ask you, KK, was that, so there's this notion somehow that, you know, real rights is just associated with Don moves because this is like something that's been popularized in the culture. All right. But when you hear the term real right, what immediately comes to mind for you? And based on that definition, how do you try to use your understanding of that to help change the lives of individuals who you have influence over? Listen, if you're not talking, please mute your mic. Please, if you're not talking, please mute your mic, please. Go ahead, Kay.
Nah, I was about to say me 1 second because I'm in the radio station. I'm in the back office and they about to come out the thing. So I'm gonna close this door and come right back.
Listen, y'all tuned in to We Locked In, man. We got some brothers up here. I see El Capo. I see 050 China in the building. Got my comrade Mel Cross. Listen, I see Marley up in the building. Some other brothers. That's Smitty in the background in the cut.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah,
Facts.
that's
You already know
that's
I'm here. I'm here.
Yeah,
Oh, okay,
hey, yo.
that now I need to see your face. What's up, man?
Knowledge
Talk
is
about it.
What's up, big bro? What's up? What's up? Salute
Big
to the
Montana.
elders,
Yo, man, we all
Salute
right.
to the
We all right,
elders.
man. Everything is
Salute
healthy.
to all my
Yo,
brothers.
Salute
We
to
just
the
trying to
elders,
rectify a few
man.
things,
Look,
man. Get to the
look.
bottom of some things. But go ahead, KK.
Hey,
All right,
hey.
so now from you know, a lot of dudes join for different reasons, and like me personally, myself, like I always was leaning towards a righteous standpoint. Like my pops was Muslim, some of my uncles and cousins was God body, whatever. So my thing was always fighting against oppression. My thing was always looking out for the little people. So when I first came in prison, like they had a shot in my head, twisted, and it was homies that came to help me. All right, when everything was going down, but their thing was helping out the weak and helping out those that couldn't defend for themselves, and that's what I had genuinely loved. So when I got that particular love, and then got the breakdown into 5, the Bulls, or everything that came with it, is like I fell in love with it, and I took that as being what real right is. You know what I'm saying? It's one who's standing upright, one who's respectful and honorable, one who's trustworthy. You know what I'm saying? One who you can count on when there's nobody else around. You know, you know what I'm saying? You know you have this particular individual. That's what I always looked at as being real right. You know, being associated with Damu in a sense, those that actually stood by the 5. And there was a lot that didn't. You know what I'm saying? There was a lot of brothers that didn't. Some came in because this was their man. So I'm gonna get down with my man. You can come in, be quiet though. Like you when you get down with their man or their man from the block. It was just like understanding what the actual struggle was. So if you lived by that, right? If you lived by that, then you was real right to me. You know what I'm saying? Or my interpretation of what I looked at it as. If you represented the 5, you were trustworthy, you was honorable, you was respectful, you handled your business when it was time to handle your business, you wasn't neglecting others, you wasn't oppressing people, whatever. That was real right to me.
So how do you use that? How do you use that today? Like what are you using today with that?
Outside of that, it's just taking away some of the criminal activities that went along with it, right? Because we know what it actually stood for at first. So say if you're not that, if you're not in a particular gang and you're not hustling or doing that, but you taking care of your family. You know what I'm saying? You someone respectable in your community. Others could look to you for advice and honest feedback. I can give you money and know I'm good. I can bring my wife around you and leave knowing, you know what I'm saying? Knowing that you're not going to violate all these particular things. So when you're standing up and being a respectful man, then you being real right. You know what I'm saying? Then you being real right. See, the brother had to say, go ahead, bro.
Go ahead. I'm listening. I'm listening.
I just see. I'm good.
Okay.
Yo, salute, Mikey B. My bad, brother. Salam alaikum, brother.
Salute to all my brothers on the platform, man. Salute my brothers.
Yo, real quick. Hey, yo, act cool. You tell the homeboys, tell the loves to pull up where they at. We pull them on the panel.
Yeah. I want to stress that because
somebody's echoing.
Yo, if you're not talking,
I'm driving right now, brother. So let me just say this real quick.
Yeah, bro.
Know what I mean, I've been cut away. Salam alaikum, brother Moshe.
Walaikum salam, my brother. How you doing?
Listen,
alaikum salam, my brother.
This is my thing. I've been following a lot, right? And I'm not gonna speak out of turn, but we're gonna keep it in this right perspective. You know what I mean? We can't say we can't continue to say that we represent the real rights if we not correcting things that's moving real wrong. That's where it all starts. You know what I mean? And I'm just gonna speak from a perspective of positivity. We can't have two sides of things, meaning, and I'm saying this for the blood, sweat, and tears that I put in this fam, 18 years of blood, sweat, and tears, but the moving on to a positive level, we can't, if we're not gonna be holding people accountable for things like that they're doing, that don't represent what this foundation was built off of and the principles that it stands for, we can't really see and have this conversation, you know what I'm saying? Because we have to start separating the negative. Either we're going to get this right and roll the way it's supposed to be, because we can't have a panel of brothers that's building and trying to take it back to we moving righteous, and then we got another panel that's reflections of us, and it's SMD all day, and people that, you know what I mean. It's not gonna work like that. That's not a righteous movement right there, brother. We can't have confusion. You can't have confusion if you trying to correct the problem. If you got confused, you gotta, like I heard Brother Moshe say the other night when he took his shahada and took Islam. He said in order for him to move righteous, he had to separate from one. You know what I mean? And that's what I think what's going on here. If we gonna move righteous, we gotta separate and start holding people accountable. You either gonna move right or you not.
So who you talking about on the panel? Like you talking about panel? Who is you talking about on the panel? Like,
nah, he didn't say on
brother,
the panel. He was just speaking in general.
This. Hold up, brother. I can speak. This is where the problem is. The problem came from brothers speaking on the panel about family business that shouldn't even be on the internet anyway. That's where the problem started.
Absolutely. That's right.
Is it on this panel? Is it on this panel? I'm just asking, brother. Is it on this panel?
The whole question
we're not gonna do that. We not gonna do that.
Crazy, man.
The whole question was, what is a real right? If you going left from the beginning, listen.
Let the bro talk, man. Let the bro talk.
Mute yourself. Somebody got stuff in the background.
Yeah,
mute
please,
yourself.
man. If y'all not talking, please mute yourselves, please, man.
Yo, listen, man. You know, we respect everybody else's opinion. We move on. If the person ain't mentioning nobody's name, man, we move forward, man. We building right now. You know what I'm saying? We destroying all that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So this is what we doing. So, you know what I'm saying? If the brother want to speak, you know what I'm saying? You know, I know who he is. He want to speak, you know what I'm saying? Let him voice himself, you know what I'm saying? He got good intentions. He ain't calling nobody's name, not disrespecting nobody.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? We
and
over
he
here.
Right, let the brother talk. I agree. I agree.
And not for nothing.
Let the brother talk.
He's speaking the truth.
Go
ahead, Knowledge.
Yo, knowledge.
Well, I don't know what happened to Knowledge, but
I'm here.
Oh, go ahead, Knowledge.
Let me just say something real quick. Yo, let me ask you this. Let me just say this though, bro. When you dealing with this type of stuff, I understand. Somebody's echoing, man. Y'all gotta mute yourself.
That's the brother.
He can listen.
I don't know. No, I can hear you though, brother.
All right, here we go. So you're not the one that's. No, it might be you. Hold on.
I'm good on this part of time, Mikey B.
I got him. Yeah, it was him. Yeah, Knowledge. I'm just saying. The whole thing is this. We all got faults. Nobody's without fault here. We all got faults. We all got past, and we all did things. And stuff is still going on. But like the brother Jalil Mutakim, the Black Panther, that when I asked him that question for a reason. Why did you still teach the homies and you know what was going on and what we were doing? He said because he didn't turn his back on his peoples. I'm not going to turn my back on my people. I know everybody ain't going to be me and everybody ain't going to do exactly what I want them to do. But, I got to accept them for who they are and help them pull them up and teach them. I'm not going to keep pointing the finger down. And that's why when I talked about what was a real right, I just talked about what was a real right and what we should be looking for and the goals of we're trying to reach as a people. You know what I'm saying? We can't always be saying, yo, you doing this, you doing this, and expect somebody to listen to you or follow you and not beef with you. You see what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta teach the people and expect them to learn, and after a while, they're gonna get it. They're gonna get it in their time. Like Moshe just said about us, about Amel crossing us. We were some motherfuckers at one time in our lives. You see what I'm saying? We was all the way on dumb out time. But look where we at now. We out here working in the community. We helping people. We doing a lot of stuff we never did in our past. So what we trying to do is, we trying to help these brothers. We talk to them in private. Like you said, everything ain't for the internet. So every conversation we have with everybody is not on the internet. Now, if a dude is coming at you sideways on the internet, and the only way for you to come back at him sideways on the internet, that's going to happen sometimes. I might not take that road. Somebody else does. I ain't judging them because I ain't no judge. You see what I'm saying? I'm just showing how to do the right thing in a given situation. But go ahead, bro.
Excuse me. First of all, I wanna salute and shout out. I have done my extensive history and my knowledge. I'm knowledgeable and aware of everybody that I come in contact with. Mikey B, Moshe, Mel Cross, the rest of the brothers that was the generation.
West Coast, I love you, my nigga.
I salute and I commend and I respect you. Y'all brothers are the real rights. Y'all brothers are the ones that went through the struggle. Y'all brothers is showing people that it can make a change. Rome wasn't built in overnight, right? So I say you got a chance to make a change. Look at the numbers. You understand what I'm saying? So you have the brothers that's buying into it, and everything is a process. So when they see the history of this one was going at it, this one was going at it, China and Mel Cross, China and Scheme, and El Campo, to get back to you don't have to be Damu to be real right. China and Scheme team had a problem, and El Campo not Damu, but as a man, El Campo righted the wrong. El Campo was real right for that. You understand what I'm saying? El Campo didn't give a damn about the internet and the Raiders. He said, hold up, y'all two niggas know each other. Fuck this shit. And everybody, Brother Moshe pulled up. And Brother Moshe, you demand respect when you there. You command the floor. And I respect that. And you knew that was a situation that you couldn't do nothing. You can give your advice because you're real right. When you talk, we listen. You understand what I'm saying? You are knowledgeable. You understand what I'm saying? You enlighten us. I'm 45 years old, my nigga. And when you talk, when Mikey B talk, when Mel Cross, I am enlightened. I salute y'all. I listen. Until you start talking bullshit, I listen. And you have my attention. But you do not have to be Damu to be real right. You have to be self-conscious and you have to be with it. That talking shit, that shit out the window. Y'all brothers are taking action. You said Mel Cross out there, this, that. He out there doing. He's leading by example. Fact. Mikey B moving around. Mikey B this, Mikey B that, this, that, and third. Oh shit, that's Mikey B. He's leading by example. Brother Moshe, when they hear the name Brother Moshe, there's no bullshit with Brother Moshe. You hear me? You're leading by example. Y'all are making the way. When I'm with China, we got a different vibe going on. So as learning how to adapt to my environment and not just being a product of my environment, I know when to switch speeds. You understand what I'm saying? But I salute the brothers though. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm with the movement. Not just 050, the movement. You understand what I'm saying? Because as a whole, y'all brothers are making a difference, bro. And I respect y'all.
Yo, before we go around, because I know Smitty want to talk, Capo probably want to talk. To the brother Cools 823 GFC. Yo, listen, cuz if you want to pull up and any of the lokes want to pull up, then pull
That's
up.
My homie too. That's my
them.
homie from Flatbush too. Good
yeah,
brother.
man. Get the
salute
brothers
to all the cousins.
Listen,
salute
get the
to
brothers
all
up
the
on
cousins.
We not discriminating against anybody coming up on this panel that want to
my
talk about
team.
the issues that's in our community. We not up here color banging. We not with none of that stuff. You dig what I'm saying? If you could pull up here,
talk your shit, bro.
We gonna build, man. We love to have that build going and bring the whole damn Loke community with you, man. We love the Lokes too, man. Tell them to come up here. We can build.
Hey, yo, bro, I got a lot of Lokes. I got a lot of MS-13s, Nietas, bro. In my hood, bro. I'm really out here, bro. I got a lot of people who could pull up.
We only have 54 likes. Let's turn that up. Let's turn them likes up, y'all. Let's get it.
Smitty, what's up? What's your perspective, bro? I see you sitting in the cut with the Yankee fitted on.
Yeah.
What's up, Hat?
It's like this, man. Real right, man. It's just one that just lead by example. You know what I mean? The one that go out there. You know, it's no bullshitting with them. You know, it's no cutting the corners. You know, we got a job to do. You understand what I'm saying? We like 4 or 5 generations in. You understand what I'm saying? And we on the same note. It's like we forgot the way. We ain't even remember the way no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I ain't gonna front. I said a couple ill things that I shouldn't have said on the homie name, the homie Mel Cross and all that on a platform and shit like that. It was business. It was in-house business that I shouldn't have put out there and shit like that. So I wanted to tell the homie, you know what I'm saying, my apologies on that. You know what I'm saying? Because like he said, it's a lot of shit that should have been. A lot of shit that was on the internet, that it should never been on the internet, and that's not leading by example. I think a lot of shit, you know, is watered down now. You know what I'm saying? Like we really forgot the way. You know what I mean? We really forgot the way, man. And like I said, man, a leader, man, is just being the king of your household, man, the king of everywhere you step and put your feet down. and plant your feet, man. You understand what I'm saying? You the king of your own kingdom, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
Like
sir.
we just gotta be more. We gotta be more men, man, and stop playing these little kid games. Leave the jail politics to the jail politics. Leave the streets to the streets. We losing the army. Our babies is dying. You understand? Our women is dying. Our women is damn near gay, or they doing, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of bullshit going on. You know what I'm saying? That we need to correct. And, you know, in our ways and our teachings, you know, we basically destroyed some of this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like we need to clean up. We really need to clean up. You understand? Because like I said, we 4 or 5 generations in right now. You know, and we still at the same shit. We talking about shit that happened in 9-2, 9-3, 9-4, 9-5. Yeah, I mean, we don't give a fuck about that shit in this generation. We respect y'all because y'all the elders of what y'all put in. Y'all put in pain because y'all paid the way for us. So we respect y'all. You know what I'm saying? Y'all the elders. We look up to those names. But at the end of the day, man, it's like it's things that need to be taken care of, man. You know what I'm saying? Where the kiddies for the streets at? You know what I'm saying?
Shit,
Where the community centers at? You know
Hey,
what I'm saying? Like when I was growing up, I was playing. I had football to go to, baseball, PAL, after school programs. They don't got shit like that no more. You know what I'm saying? But that's our fault. You understand what I'm saying? Because we not, you know what I'm saying, digging deep. You understand what I'm saying? We not digging deep enough to go out there and get those community centers up and running again. Them after school programs up and running again. You know, it's our fault. You know what I'm saying? We can't blame nobody but ourselves, man.
Yo, I know KK wanted to jump in after you. Were you done, Smitty? I apologize.
I'm done. I'm done. Go ahead, brother.
Nah, but I know KK wanted to say something. I apologize, bro.
Nah, because I remember I told you I be having all these damn engagements and I'm running around. They keep calling me now. I gotta go to this damn showcase. But actions speak louder than words, bro. And people are coming on here and they're doing that. And I just pray like everybody that is coming on, we dudes really, really link up and make stuff happen. When we say certain things that need to be done, good. We got the mic, we got the power. You know what I'm saying? Let's do it. Bottom line. You know what I'm saying? You said like the kitty for the hoods and the communities, you can start talking to the homies in certain little areas that's messed up and really even get that going. You know what I'm saying? Because I always tell the bros that if you in the community doing something, your community supposed to love you. You're supposed to take care of your community. It ain't the neighborhood you in, nobody like each other. Neighbors is hating each other. They're like, it should never be like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
but I'm saying
if we're gonna start, like we really got to start first with us. You know, it starts individually, but really with us. What can we actually do? You know what I'm saying? And put a comprehensive plan together and start moving. You know what I'm saying? And getting things done. Like I said, after when I had responded to Cross, I got to finish up the federal part for my nonprofit, but it's something totally different though. It ain't a regular joint. It's something that we need to we can actually come together and utilize to build stuff. We can give out money, we can give loans, we can get our health benefits, life insurance. How I'm structuring this thing and utilizing it, we actually can use it as a template to build a global movement. You know what I'm saying? So when things get right with that, I'm gonna be hollering, pulling some people in, like, all right, what's up? What we doing? I'm saying, let's get to it. But I love y'all. Let me go, man, because people keep calling.
Blessings, my brother. Blessings, my brother. Manners and respect.
Hey, Conrad, I love you, Conrad. You know I love you, Conrad.
Hey, brother Moshe and Mikey. Real. Hey,
what's up, bro?
Hey, salute, brother. So to answer your question real quick, brother, Mikey, I understand it, valid point. Indeed, we do all make mistakes. I'm well aware of that. You know what I mean? Nobody's perfect. We all make mistakes. But I think the most important thing, and it's just me, the most important thing is we as brothers got to start, you know what I mean, looking at the fact and say, you know what? If a brother is wrong and we see a brother wrong, don't be afraid to correct that brother. You don't have to blast him on Front Street, but pull his coat, because that's what this is about. You don't want your brother to bump his head, and you definitely don't want to follow. Like, if you see your brother doing something wrong and it's out of order and it ain't in accordance to moving right, being your brother keeper, you supposed to correct him. You're not supposed to let that brother bump his head and make mistakes, because, I mean, even though we are all individuals, when you fall under that one circle, you're a reflection of everybody that's under that banner. And that's what brothers got to look at. You see what I'm saying? I mean, I understand we all have our different perspectives, everybody doing different things, but one thing that we can't, and this is important, and I want brothers to hear this, don't get caught up in this YouTube. Don't get caught up in social media, because what happens is you start chasing a dollar and you forget who you are and you forget what you representing. And that's what brothers got to understand. It's better to be a leader and not a follower.
Pardon me, bro. To touch on that real fast, I respect what you're saying, and I'm agreeing with you, right? I'm agreeing with the whole movement, right? However, my perception of this YouTube thing, see, like I get it, and I'm with you, but don't let the YouTube thing create situations that's not valid, false narratives. I'm with you, right? However, you can flip the shit, and the way that they are reaching the youth now, Moshe, Mikey B, Mel Cross, they're reaching the youth through social media. So they can use social media in a positive manner, which they have. They're not on here, pardon me, but they're not on here promoting violence, right? They're on here and they're promoting a positive movement. And the way they're getting it out is, this is social media. The day, bro, listen, this is not the 90s now. The way that things is being done today, times have evolved, things have changed. So what they're doing is they are taking command of this platform. They're using social media to their benefit, and I respect them, because the perception is YouTube and the internet to get you fucked up. Niggas get on the internet and they this and they that, and that's not what them brothers is about. So what they're doing is this platform that they're using, I respect it. My mentality, bro, is I am a thinker. I can do all kind of shit, but the strongest thing about me is my mind. So what they're doing, I respect it. The way they have to get it out is through social media. So social media is not that bad though, bro. When you have a
pardon me, brother, that's not what I'm saying, brother. Let me just hold on. Let me just reiterate something, because you took something out of context.
Wait. Excuse me. If I elaborated on anything that you didn't say, I'm still trying to deliver a message. So you might have didn't say whatever I said. But my thing is, the way that these brothers is using this YouTube and this social media, I respect that, because the perception of social media is so many people use social media to, oh, it's going to get you fucked up. They fronting this, that, and third. I'm not saying anything against what you're saying, bro. I'm saying I respect the movement and the way that these bros is delivering their message to the guys that need to be heard. And I respect that.
That's peace. All right. Yes, sir. Thank you, brother Moshe. Appreciate that. So let me just say this, brother Mikey B and brother Moshe, I've been tapped in. The movement is totally different.
Right.
I'm not here, my brother with the green. I don't know your name, my brother. I'm not here to slander you. I'm not gonna throw you on the bus. I'm not gonna do any of that. That's not my style. But brother, I will drop a jewel on you and say this. It's easy to be two different people in two different places. That's all I'm gonna say to you. It's easy. Remember, everything that we do as a people, and we do it on social media, is public information. Everybody can see it. That's all I'm gonna say to you, my brother. With that being said, what these two brothers is doing and what they bringing together, I salute them. That's righteous. It's righteous. But the point is, when you have unrighteous that tried to become that's amongst the righteous, guess what happens? Guess what happens? You see what I'm saying? So you can't have one movement, which is these two brothers moving right, and then on the other side you have another organization that's representing something else, and they're coming and they're distracting the movement of what's going on over here, brother. Now, I mean, this ain't got nothing to do with slandering anybody. This just has to do with being right and exact. It don't matter. I'm 48, just to let you know. And I'm not proud of it, but I did 18 years. I shared my story. I'm not proud of it. I just moved different now. I move totally different now. You know what I mean? Because I know that if we don't take control of our actions and what we doing, and then we sit here and we call ourselves examples and leaders for these youths, we never gonna catch their attention. That's why I said it's okay to use social media. It's okay to use, as long as the message that you putting out there is what you living. So if you living righteous and you like these two brothers doing, and they putting righteous messages out there, I salute that. But if your message ain't if you on another platform, my brother, and you screaming something else, and then you jump over here to a righteous movement, that ain't where it's at, my brother. And I'm gonna be real. That's why I said from the beginning, we have to stop being afraid, and leaders have to be leaders and start holding people accountable.
Knowledge. Once you start,
yes, sir.
Let me tell you something, bro. They say when you point the finger, well, how many of you got pointed back at you? When you point that finger at somebody, you got three.
That's right.
You can't always, first you gotta mute your mic. Yeah, bro, but you can't always just your thing can't be to get down on people, because if they doing one thing somewhere else and they coming to get information, I'll put classes on with all the gangsters, bro. All the gangsters was in our class, right, Moshe? Let them know. All the big homies, all the shooting and all the shit they was doing in the yard, when they came to our classrooms, it never happened. No violence ever. I taught all over the state. I've been in classes all over the state. It was never none of that. So you can't stop people from coming to other places to learn, to get lessons, and to be a part of something positive, no matter what they're doing elsewhere. If you think people in our communities, what they do, party on Saturday night, Sunday morning they're in church. You think the preacher can't right or wrong?
Pardon me, bro.
Let me keep this going. Let me keep this going. But so you cannot keep getting down on people like that. Like I said, every conversation is not for YouTube. Every conversation is not for YouTube. Every conversation is not going to be had on YouTube. We all got phones, we all got Messenger, and we speak. And you got to remember, it's not the first chop that chopped the tree down or the last one. It's every chop. So right now, we focus on chopping trees down, and we got to stay on that message. If you just keep going back and forth, you're never going to get nowhere. You're going to be stuck in a deadlock. Or you're going to teach how to move forward, how to do better, or you're going to keep talking about what they're doing wrong. You just got to keep teaching how to do better so they can learn that. If you just talk to them about what they're doing wrong, how they ever going to get a lesson from you? Go ahead, bro.
Hey, pardon me.
Hold on, before you go, my brother, let me just say to the brothers and the sisters out there that's listening, if this is your first time tuning in, please, man, hit the subscribe button, hit that like button, man. Should be no reason why,
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying, you're tuned in, you're not hitting that like button, unless you don't like
Yo,
what you're listening to, man. Right?
Before y'all brothers go, I just want to salute y'all. I got to go to work overtime tomorrow.
Oh, man, that's real right. That's real right there.
Yeah, I'm out, man.
You doing grown man shit, bro.
Salute to my elders,
my brother.
Man.
Manners and respect. Salute to you, my brother.
All the time.
Pardon me, brother Knowledge. I understand where you're coming from. However, I'm wise enough to understand different platforms. However, when I come to these two brothers' platform, brother Mikey B brought me on for a reason. I don't bring the shit from other platforms here. I understand that. However, I want you to understand that I am conscious of the things that I say and that I do. I'm always conscious. There is no hypocrite in your criticism. I respect that. You're entitled to your opinion. However, bro, you're not in a position to attempt to let's right the wrong together. And you done put me in a certain category. My brother, listen, I embrace you, my brother. If we can do anything to move forward, I'm with that shit. Constructive criticism, I can take that shit. Give me your number and let's build together, right? Because if you can enlighten me, I'm pulling up on you too. And I'm still going to fuck with China. But if you can enlighten me, bro, if you can sit down and put a plan together for, say, AP, let's implement this, that, and the third. And my nigga, listen, It's okay to disagree. I have disagreed with Mikey B plenty of times, but I respect the brother. For me to disagree with him, I have to understand where he's coming from. I don't pass judgment. Mikey B, if you know the history, Mikey B was a fucking gangster. Moshe, he put it in. You hear me? But times have changed. People evolve. Mikey B is not the same Mikey B when he went in with the punk ass 1 to 3 or whatever and turned that shit into the stretch. You gave Mikey B a chance to evolve and change. You don't know me, my nigga. Give me a chance. You understand what I'm saying? I come in peace, bro. This is a platform of peace. I come in peace. I know when to turn it on and turn it off. I'm not no hypocrite, my nigga. I'm with a movement. And whatever the movement calls for, that's what I'm with, my bro. But again, I respect and I embrace anything constructive or just disrespectful criticism. I am a man. I'm not insecure about who I am. I can get that shit out and I can take it. But if we can build together, my brother, I'm gonna push you my math. Let's get with the program and let's stop talking. I understand you. I just have a different point of view. You understand what I'm saying?
So let me interject real quick, right? And
I got a question.
Hold on before you ask your question real quick, right? And I need to stress this point, right? So, you know, although we are we're physically older, we're at this age that we are at. Many of us are in our 40s, 50s, some younger than that, right? Doesn't mean that we are not still developing, that we are not still evolving at different stages, right? Each of us evolves at different stages, right? I remember there was a time where I used to be in NOI. I would go to NOI to listen to the message. Well, first I used to go to NOI just to be with the homies, right? You know, we used to basically, you know, discuss things, pass kites and do stuff like that, right? At the end of the day, you dig what I'm saying? I started listening more to the message. As I started listening more to the message, I heard a different, you know, message about what I should and I shouldn't be doing, right? So I started paying attention to more, right? My point is this, right? This ultimately led to me saying to myself over the course of time that I need to start making some better choices about myself. But my point is this, that it was a process, all right? This goes for anybody. This is just in general, right? We are all on different levels. So if individuals come to this platform, whoever they may be, all right, and they come here specifically to gain some benefit, they're getting something from it, they're going to add on, we can continuously add on together. That's a great thing, all right? And if they want to go anywhere, if they want to be out there scamming, they want to basically rob a bank, I don't have any control over that. None of us have any control over that. People are going to make their choices and live their lives the way that they live their lives. But hopefully, to some extent, we want to do our best to try to impact individuals' lives to the best of our ability. That's the only thing that we can possibly do. But as long as individuals are using the time that we spend here to build and try to come up with some viable solutions as to how you can get your life together and how you can help others get their lives together, then we're doing our part. But I don't want to hog the mic up. Somebody wanted to say something?
Only thing I want to say is, hey, yo, like, see how you say what you said? My nigga Mikey B came with me. He got it. Yo, grandpa, boom, boom, boom. Mikey B, I don't even want to say one thing. And the only thing need you to say is this. I'm doing good so far.
Yeah, man. I hear that bottle in your voice, though. You doing good, though, bro. You doing good. I hear it.
But I'm doing good so far, right?
All over your face.
But I'm doing good so far, though, right, bro?
Yeah, you're doing really good. But we do hear.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
We do hear a little bit of that thing going up in there. We do.
Bro, I'm sipping. Mikey B, he said I could get fucked up tonight. He said, go out tonight, you can get fucked up. I'm doing my thing.
Hey, yo, hold on, man. Where are the cuz at? I mean,
yo, Kicks Montana, you ain't say nothing yet, bro. What's up, man?
Because first of all, we had the Lokes
you up here with us, man.
The Lokes was sending messages.
I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't gonna hold you. I clicked the link thinking I'm just gonna watch, and I ended up in the chat. So
what's up, man? Where you from, man? Tell us.
I'm just chilling.
What you think about this? What you think about what's going on, man? Talk to us, man.
Nah, I fuck with it, man. That shit's entertaining, man. I stay here, I clicked in, I tap in. I like this shit, man. It keeps me busy, man. This is good stuff, seeing brothers come together and talk good word.
That's good. Keep you out some shit too, right? Keep you out the way, keep you out some shit. You can learn something. You know
That's a fact. I mean, Listen, I'm not in the street right now. I'm watching y'all. You know what I mean?
It's all good.
That's a beautiful
So
thing.
we got the sister in the chat. The sister now returned and said, "I am older than most of you, and I'm learning how to love her black men a lot more, and which is good. And you and thank you for that, Nari, because the reality is that we need to start learning how to love each other more.
Mel
Especially
Cross,
our
Yes,
black,
bro.
Mel Cross.
especially our black women, because we've been dogging them out for years, and we need to really, really, really stop that. That's what we really need to stop doing. Yeah, salute to you
Yes,
too,
bro.
Miss Witty. Salute right back to you as well. Yo, Mel, you can hear me?
Yo.
If y'all brothers not speaking, can y'all mute yourselves, please?
Y'all can hear you, bro.
Yo, Mel, so you know me, you, Mikey, and we all know each other for a very, very long time. I remember, man, back in the days, man, when we was on the island together, man, we was ahead of our times trying to stop the violence, even in the Beacon, when the Beacon was up in smoke, when shots was fired every second, it seemed like, right? Alarms going off.
Right.
And we had a revolutionary plan to try to bring the gangs together back in the day, back in the 90s. And we was trying to do something, even in the midst of a war. Individuals looked at us like we was freaking crazy. Remember that, Mel?
Yeah.
Mel, you remember that? So what's your Mel, you with us?
Yeah, I'm with
Yeah, you going in and out. Oh, copy. So what's up? What you doing right now out there in the Bronx right now, man? What's going on? Because I know the other day, man, we heard that an 11-month-old baby got shot in the face. What's going on with
Yes,
that? I know
yes,
you on the
bro.
ground. So what's the deal? What was the after effects of you brothers? I know Nuke. First of all, Nuke reached out to me. He asked me for your number. I gave him your number. He said he was on his way out to the Bronx, and then I heard y'all linked up. But what happened in the aftermath for that, my brother?
First of all, shout out to Big Bro Nuke. He came all the way from Mountville, you know what I'm saying? Out there in the Bronx, over there in
Yo,
Bedford,
Luke,
you know
shout
what
it
I'm
out.
saying?
Shout it out to
Support
Luke.
and everything. Salute to him and
Salute to the
everybody that
brother.
came with him. Everybody, you know what I'm saying, got that little baby in her, you know what I'm saying, in their prayers. You know what I'm saying? Those that came out, those that couldn't come out, but that was there in spirit and heart, man. Salute to everybody, you know what I mean? So what happened was, man, and it's sad, man, is that allegedly, you know what I'm saying, with a 14-year-old kid, you know what I'm saying, chasing other people that, these people, these youngins was actually, man, having a shootout. Like, I'm talking about where they firing, ducking behind cars, fighting, and everything at the same time, trying to run and son chasing behind them and everything like that. Now, mind you, we talking about 14-year-old kids and stuff like that. It's a 14-year-old kid.
Yeah.
And that 11-month-old baby was sitting in a car. You know what I'm saying? When that happened, in a bullet went in one side of her jaw and out the other. You know what I'm saying? Thank God that she's alive, happy birthday to her. She's 1 years old now. It's sad, bro, because I canvass these areas a lot. You know what I'm saying? Even when that 333 thing, shout out to Moshe, you know what I'm saying?
Shout out to
I
Marley.
called my
Shout out to Marley. He
comrade,
was up there with y'all.
you know what I'm saying?
China Max.
Salute to the brothers. Salute to the brothers.
I called my comrade, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, yo, listen, man, with another sister, like, yo, it's a lot of people donations. They heard what happened when they donated first in T-Bout, you know what I'm saying, and build the 333. And they wanted to donate. They saw the video that me, Mr. Mac, Devon, China Mac, Noble, Princess, and Red, the mess we had put out, we have a truck of food, you know what I'm saying, and a truck of clothes, and we was gonna, go over there, you know what I'm saying, and give it out to the victims, and Moshe, being Brooklyn, you know what I'm saying, East New York native, we had a lot of people from East New York that was real astronomical in that situation. I'm talking about everybody from Nick Guns, you know what I'm saying? You know, salute to him. You know what I'm saying? Had Moshe, he was running around different parts, you know what I'm saying, all East and other parts of Brooklyn, that we had that Prince that, you know what I'm saying, had people, you know, to come through and everything, and Moshe after that came through the Bronx. And this was after he went, he doing what he do in his community and the work that he do, you know what I'm saying, for our people, you know what I'm saying? And then he went all the way to the Bronx, met up with me. We chopped it up and everything like that, going on and everything to be about my brother, my air life. You know what I'm saying? It was times that I had to disperse from him, do other things. So it was about us, you know, reuniting and, you know what I'm saying, anything like that. Because we was doing the work that we signed up for as first generation homies, you know what I'm saying? You know, we came because it was a depressing situation going on. You know what I'm saying? So we stood up for the people, you know what I mean? So when I look at a crib and things of nature, I don't look at them as an enemy of mine. I look at them as mine. Because when I picked up my flag, when we picked up our flags, we picked our flags up because it was a racial thing going on. You know what I'm saying? And I went so for me to take an oath to be doing that, for my people, how can I tell my same people what they can and can't represent, what they feel was right for them? Because in New York, at that time, we didn't have no justifiable cause to even want to beef with them unless we want to genocide on the West Coast and say, okay, traditionally, Bloods beef with Crips. So, you know, we're going to carry on a genocide from one coast to the other. You know what I'm saying? You know, so, is you know, every time I turn around when the police killed a 17-year-old boy on Valentine Avenue, when the dude went up into the police van and killed the police lady, that fire, you know, happy, all these things is 5 minutes away from each other. That all situations happen from. You know what I'm saying? Then you go to like K Flock in them neighborhoods. I'm saying, you know, it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? And you know, me part of me doing this work, you know, it's one thing from reading the lessons, which actually changed my thoughts. When I started reading books, it opened up my mind. I started reading lessons, changed my mind. That's why I never look at Damu in a negative thing, because it did more good for me. I would never have read books that I have read or encountered if it wasn't the rules that I had read them. And then once I read them, soon, you know what I'm saying, it became, you know what I'm saying, a part of me. And doing a lot of some and everything like that, where you have a time to really read like that, you know, you get into this, you know what I mean? And, you know, it's like, it's one thing from reading about when Huey P. Newton and them was up marching, you know, when they holding shooting responses, you know, when they are protesting, and then when you land in the streets in your neighborhood, and then you actually walk in the same walk, different from talking about, I read about China and this, that, and other. And one thing, another thing about going around there, talking to the people, smelling the air, you know what I'm saying, eating the food, you know what I'm saying, and stuff from there. It's a whole different experience. You know what I'm saying? So I know what I signed up for. You know what I'm saying? So everything I do, I represent everybody on this panel. I represent everybody that has a line of mind. I represent even those that's blind and ignorant now at the moment, that don't see the light right now. You know what I'm saying? We are a reflection of each other. You know what I'm saying? We can't give up on each other. We can't be sitting there waiting for these people or everybody to come do something for us. You know what I'm saying? So I'm inviting every last one of you on this panel to be a part of the Black Power, Black Murder movement. You know what I'm saying? With Mason, you know, A.T. Mitchell, which is the only person that's that authorized in the state of New York to need to cure violence. You know what I'm saying? And you know, and what we trying to do is we trying to unite all cure violences. We trying to violate. We trying to unite. You know what I'm saying? All shot callers in neighborhoods. You know what I'm saying? We trying to, you know what I'm saying, holler at, you know what I'm saying, these OGs. We, you know, and put everybody on and say, yo, you know what? This shit is not tolerated, man. We tired of this shit. You know what I'm saying? I can't take back the individuals who lives I took. I'm a person that's talking about a person that you know what I'm saying, I'm responsible for them not being here. I gotta live with that burden for his children not having his father, having a father. And then the same process of me giving my life back to society, you know what I'm saying, my relationship with my child is ruined. She went through things that she blames me because her father wasn't around. You know what I'm saying? It's about us respecting each other. You know what I'm saying? Building a more vocabulary, having a more, you know what I'm saying, a more conscious mind to where we can sit down and agree to disagree. But you, SMD, and this and that. Unmanly things. This is what the brother was actually talking about. Doing unmanly things. You know what I'm saying? Even when situations is pointed at you, when people try to slander you and all that, whatever the case may be, you still supposed to move accordingly. You are not supposed to be all of the fuck. At any given time, you know what I'm saying, when you see any person doing anything that's unrighteous, it's our obligation and duty to each other, to those that we have influence over, those that's watching us, those that's following us. We have an obligation to them. You know what I'm saying? To live by example. When we speaking of real right, a real right man is the one, you know what I'm saying, that respects his woman, that respect women. You know what I'm saying? A real right man respects all those that's around him, whether they big or small, whether they have resources or whether they not, whether they a bum, whether they a fly motherfucker. None of that matters when it deals with humanity.
Bro.
You know what I'm saying? None of that deals with when you dealing with, you know what I'm saying, the upliftment. None of that deals with comes with brotherly love. Anything that's an opposition of that is the opposition of me and what I'm fighting against. You know what I'm saying? I can't stand with nobody, you know what I'm saying, that stand with that. Period. When we, you know what I'm saying, we have absolute tolerance when it comes to this. Because we can't and choose our battle. At no shape, form, time, at any time we choose our battles. At all. We must stand united. You know what I'm saying? What's a brotherhood? People, men coming together for a common purpose. Our purpose and cause, you know what I'm saying, at this moment and therefore and moving forward should be to uplifting our people. You know what I'm saying? And provide resources. You know what I'm saying? Let's teach, you know what I'm saying, cooperative economics. You know what I'm saying? The importance of supporting each other's businesses. The importance of supporting each other's ideas. You know what I'm saying? The support of just showing another brother when he walking by and say, yo, what's up, mom? What's up? You know what I'm saying? Or what's up? Peace. You know, because damn move. Ain't that what it started about? Your peace, young blood. It was an honor and a blessing to see another black man, woman, and child, you know what I'm saying, standing firm, 10 toes down. What the hell? That was an honor. You know what I'm saying? Now we looking at each other like fucking dogs when we walking down the street. You know when you hold dogs on a leash and amongst they slave master and everything like that, you know what I'm saying, they docile. They're shit when you tell them to stay bark at their own kind when they fucking tell you to bark, and when you threaten them motherfuckers. They even look at themselves crazy like they worth enemy and ready to fucking attack each other at any means necessary for no reason. That's how we move. We can't tolerate that. We are kings. We are gods. We're shaping movement. They try to keep us down for a reason. Because they know the truth, and that's why they try to keep that from us. So those that have influence in the community, those that are credible messengers, you know what I'm saying? Those that can really be out there, when you look at your brother in the eye, you tell him, yo, I love you, this, that, and the other, whatever, and he looking at you and saying, fuck you, and you could not hate him and walk away without putting your hands on him, and shit like that, then you ready for this work. Because you dealing with different levels of mentality, you dealing with many different levels of understanding. A lot of us have mental issues. You know what I'm saying? They made up this stuff about PTSD and all that when they started being affected coming from the war. But what about the kings and queens that was taken from their natural land and brought over here in this wilderness and fought their wars, was raped and been all slavery? You know what I'm saying? This shit is in our DNA. All that PSD and this shit they talking about, this shit is in our DNA. This shit is passed on from generation to generation. So we gotta understand the monk might want to transgress. You know what I'm saying? Because there's different levels of understanding, different levels of consciousness that we're dealing with. We can't let none of that stray us from what it got to do. We know what we got to do. You know what I'm saying? We all have habits. You know what I'm saying? We ain't perfect. I'm not perfect. You know what I'm saying? We done gave a lot of our time up. I mean, for the crimes that we committed, and we out here right now to say, you know what, man? We not gonna let none of these kids follow in our footsteps and do what we and live the life that we live, man. You know what I'm saying? We ain't have no childhood. We gotta give our motherfucking people a fucking childhood, man. Let them know what it is to be a kid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
shit like that, man. You know what I'm saying? We gotta find ways. Go ahead, brother.
Nah, man, we spoke about this for hours in the past, and just the way that we can contribute to make the lives of our people better. And I'm sitting here thinking about the conversation that Mikey B, KK, and I we had with Jalil, veteran Black Panther, and veteran Black Liberation Army soldier who spent a total of 49 years incarcerated because of his political beliefs. I know y'all was in a few spots together. And I love the fact that you mentioned something about how Huey P. and when we read the books about what our predecessors were doing, they lived in their time, they lived in their era, and they knew that they had to respond to these oppressive conditions. They knew that. They were aware of this. All right. We have knowledge of this. We understand what needs to be done. So we should be doing something because the knowledge is here. So similar to what they were doing, we have to devise systems and programs that can help meet the needs of the people. Now, the sister Nari mentioned in the chat, do we all know what our youth need? You know what I'm saying? That's a great question. Some of us would like to believe we know what they need, but some of them are at different levels of their needs. If we were going to do a needs assessment, if we were running a program, we would have to come to each particular youth differently, because we can't expect for each youth to have the same set of skills, this dealing with the same type of issues. Some of them, are dealing with psychological issues. Some of them have been emotionally abused, verbally abused, sexually abused. We're talking about poverty on.
My brother froze up. Hit that like button, y'all. Make sure y'all hit that like button. If you ain't subscribed,
let me add on.
They lack the skills that help advance them and help move them forward, right? And so, in terms of like real programs and stuff like that, I think we literally have the ability and the capabilities to be able to meet the needs of the people however we choose. You know what I'm saying? And I think that many of us are actually doing it in our respective communities, but we have not devised a platform or a program in which could help coordinate this under a single umbrella where we can actually be doing this. our individual communities. But make sure y'all hit the subscribe button. Please tap in. Y'all tune in to We Locked In. I'm your host, Moshe Canty. I'm here with my co-host, Mikey B, and our esteemed panel, man. We got some brothers here. We talking about what's real, what's right.
Hey, Mo, I want to say something, brother. Do you hear me? Hello?
You're good. We hear
Everybody
you,
hear
bro.
me?
Yeah.
Oh, right. Now, I want to say this, right?
Yeah, call me. My reception was acting. Go ahead, bro.
All right. In our household, you know, we come from a lot of broken homes, man. You know, a lot of problems starts within our household. I'll give you a couple examples of what I'm talking about. When we talking about rape and stuff like that, it's a lot of times to be, you know, somebody family or close to home that be happening. A lot of abuse, everything happens at home. When we were in quarantine and when everybody was released, right? I want to point two things out. One, I want to point out that when the world was quarantined, the world actually got a new dose of what it was to be metaphorically in solitary confinement. You know what I'm saying? That's something that our lifetime have never experienced before. In the process with this going on, you have the internet. So people were still able to communicate throughout their communities, even after curfew hours and so forth and so on. And a lot of cyberbullying and stuff going on. Because of cyberbullying, bullying, and violence, because you got many different forms of bullying. Just like you got many different forms, you got 5 different forms of bullying, and you got 5 different forms of domestic violence. And them two together is the reason why suicide is the second leading cause for men. Us, from the ages of what it was. They said from I think it was from 7 to 14 and from 15 to 34. So basically from 7 to 34, if I'm not mistaken, that age. So a lot of people that get bullied in our schools, that get bullied on social media, you know what I'm saying, that get bullied in their neighborhoods, you know what I'm saying, they take their own lives. You know what I'm saying? The number one killing for us is gun violence. Eric Adams want to impose stop and frisk again. Now, it's been banned federally because the way it was practiced was unconstitutional, right? So you ask yourself, how was it unconstitutional because it targeted African American and Latino communities, right? So then we look at statistics and we look at reality. We look at the news, look at the 11-year-old girl, 11-month-old girl who turned 1, you know, God bless her. And, you know, we think about all these atrocities that's going on right now, the genocide. Is our own people doing it to each other. So if we allow this going on and stop and frisk starts again, not only are our youth subjected to be searched and harassed at any given time, but that's any one of us with our same skin color, man. Anyone that dress like us, we know we have a certain style. We like a lot certain clothes and everything like that. But a lot of us ain't street. We may look alike, but we not all street. But now that opens the door for all of us to be harassed based upon it. Now, let's get something straight. It's not gangs that's the problem, right? Because the way they classify gangs, you know what I'm saying, they don't classify groups in college as gangs, but they'll classify people on a street corner that might be from school, but, you know, just linking up at a basketball game or something like that. They more even have all backpacks. Because they have the same type of clothing or the same insignias and certain things, they'll be classified as a gang because they're in a high-risk community. You know what I'm saying? We have to protect. We can't sit here and get them to think that and have them make us say, fuck them and this, that, and the other, because those are our babies. They're our responsibility. We have to protect them. We have to educate them. We have to guide them. You understand what I'm saying? We can't abandon them and listen and say, well, this, that, and the problem. Now, little situations they may be going on within them is a different story. But everything that goes on in society is not involved in such and such. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're not gonna carry that. Because then if that's the case, you know what I'm saying, then we're going to always just look at each other and point at each other. So we need to really educate them, you know what I'm saying, and like I said, really let the youth know that, you know what, it is cool to do the right thing. I can have fly clothes. I can do this, I can do that. Look at these Curvada dudes. These dudes is fly. They pull up to this. They doing that. They doing that. You got to stop being modest. We got to match negativity with the same frequency. You know, positivity on the same frequency and on the same level, on the same noise as the negativity. Because, you know, they're you know, the kids, they're you know, what's that word I'm looking for? They still trying to find themselves. You know, think about when we was kids. You know what I'm saying? We're the people that was fly. You know what I'm saying? That all the women, whatever the case be. You got to show them we could be fly and everything like that. Doing the right thing. So the key is we can't tell them not to stop getting money on that number and whatever the case may be if we're not giving them an alternative to replace that bread that they'll be losing.
Yeah,
doing the right thing.
that's always unrealistic. Like I always feel like telling anybody that they shouldn't be doing it without replacing it with a viable alternative is just unrealistic. Like that's just how you gonna tell kids not to stop scamming when scamming is what's bringing them thousands of dollars. Like, what do you have to replace that? What program do you have to replace that? So sadly, we already know because we were the ones that had to go to prison. Some kids are going to have to go to prison. Now, I'm not saying that we want them to go, no. But sadly, some kids are going to have to go to prison in order for them to learn an invaluable lesson about the skills that they possess to the extent that they don't even need to have the stuff that they doing. The same way we had to learn. We knew that we were smart individuals. We knew that we were talented. We knew that we possessed skills. All right. But we also knew that we could turn a quick jukes into a fast way to get $1. We can go up on the block and make a few $1,000s in a couple of hours. We was already outside anyway, so it was easy for us to basically do a lot of that stuff, right? But I think that the question is, how do we convince them, the young individuals, because the individual Mel made reference to was allegedly 14-year-old individuals in the streets having shootout. What y'all out there try? If that is the case, and we don't even have to talk about that incident in particular. But if you're that young and you're out there, you're having a shootout or whatever the case may be like that, what is it that you could possibly be shooting at anybody your age at 14 years old? What y'all beefing up for? What PS5? What's the beef over?
Excuse me, bro. It's never that serious in today's time and age, right? It's always just us, because we have evolved. Again, at one point in time we was young, but we had a generation above us that cared, right? Until we all made our decisions, went down our own path. But myself, I got 6 boys and 7 girls. And I have 3 of my boys that's active gang members, 2 of my boys, and I don't like it. You understand what I'm saying? I don't like it, Moshe. However, it's like their culture where they're at. They're in Camden, New Jersey. I'm in Fayetteville, North Carolina. But it's like Brother Moshe is like at 14 years of age, I'm with you. What can be that bad that you have a pistol? Because at that age, they're not into the things that normal kids should be into. They are too influenced by the culture, the gang violence activity, certain artists, things that's going on, things that's not going on in their household, right? Because a lot of shit starting in their household, but we all can identify and we all in agreement with that, right? But at what point, Moshe, these programs that you trying to implement, this footwork that Mikey B is doing, all these other things that all these other brothers is taking their time out and trying to make a way, you have to literally, Moshe, grab these brothers and pull them to these facilities. You have to handcuff them and keep them in the house from not going outside and taking heed to what we're saying from experience and getting in bullshit. When do they want to meet us? When do they embrace? Because it's not our job to make them. They should want to learn. You understand what I'm saying? At what point how do we connect it?
I work as an assistant director for an organization and a program that oversees 4 different programs in 4 different parts of Brooklyn. One is in Fort Greene, another one is in Brownsville, another one is in Canarsie, and another one is in Flatbush, right? The one in Brownsville, the contract says that we have to meet an annual quota of 100 participants coming into the being enrolled within the organization, within the program. 40% of these individuals have to come from our partners, who in this case are the Department of Probation. So many of the individuals who I service on a daily basis, or the program that I oversee services on a daily basis, 40% of them come from the Department of Probation. Many of these individuals, of this 40%, a significant percentage of them in the program, I'll say, and I'm just throwing a number out there, approximating, a significant percentage of them are gang related. Many of them have already been on Rikers Island already. Many of them are constantly recidivating, going back and forth. Many of them getting violated, etc. So you ask us a very serious question. And these are questions that I sit down with them on a daily basis and ask them. Like, what is it that's more important than you being out here with your family and your loved ones? But they're not able to process that right now because they're caught up in something entirely different. So I think the biggest challenge for us is trying to convince them that you have value, you have worth, that you should be doing everything in your power to try to stay out here and not be, trapped up in someone's prison. They don't, from what I see on a daily basis, bro, many of them just have tapped out, man. Like they really caught up in what they caught up in. That seems to be the most important stuff right now in their lives. And I think that's the biggest challenge for us. How do we connect with this group of individuals? Don't get me wrong. there are some success stories in spite of many of these individuals being in gangs. But the biggest issue is for us is that these individuals are in gangs, but they are coming to a gang environment where we're asking them to travel from one part of Brooklyn or one part of Brownsville to another in a gang infested area. So it's so many different challenges, right, that we're trying to overcome, trying to meet the deliverables of the organization, trying to sincerely serve the community that we come from. So many variables, right? But also struggling with the fact that many of these individuals, while they may want to change, there's so many different obstacles in their way to actually help make that process a reality. So I ask those same questions every day, bro. And it's not easy answering those questions. There's just no, cookie cutter approach as to how we're going to go about trying to solve these issues. The reality is that you're not going to save if 10 individuals from the age group of 16 to 24 come within my program on a daily basis. The reality is that we may save two. Right. The reality.
Right.
But a significant majority of the individuals, they come in and out, they don't want to hear that because they tapped into a whole different type of vibe. All right. But we're all of us are really struggling with trying to come to terms with how we're going to meet the needs of the youth. Because like you said, in our era, many of us listened to our elders. We had, well, why don't you come up, Nari? Hold on, my brother.
That's what I was about to say. I just put the link in the chat. Where's she at?
Where you at? When we had the sister earlier, we had the sister Wonka come up here the other day to talk about her personal stories. Now you ask the question, when will gentlemen get women on the panel to get our perspective right now? What's up? Where you at? Where you at? We gonna get your perspective right now. You got the link, pull up. And then now if you don't come up, we gonna say, when will women stop asking us when we gonna get women on the panel if they not gonna come up here?
They gonna come up. Right.
Somebody Cuba put in the chat, what the problem is these kids are being brainwashed by these older so-called leaders that are lost and unstable for having kids doing crash dummy mission and destroy their lives. That wasn't happening in our generation. We wasn't brainwashed by our elders that they had us doing stupid stuff. I mean the same, probably not the same tactics are being employed, but we're dealing with the same problems. It's just a different generation. I mean, let's just keep it real. These problems existed for tens, if not hundreds of years, man. Right? Where Nari at? Is she coming up?
I put you up there. You was your Wi-Fi was acting up, Nari.
I tried. I was just waiting.
Yeah, go ahead, hit the link. You can hit it right now. I just put it in there.
Hit the link. What's up? Come through.
See, you up there? You see that? That's right. We need our women. Where y'all at?
That's right, man. We've been trying to get some sisters up here to come through. I mean, we do have some sisters. It's just been a timing issue, though. Oh, Miss Love, Miss 45 Goods, come on up. I mean, y'all talking about all this. Y'all got something to say. Where y'all at? All I see is men right here. Where the women? Pull up.
That's true. But we do have choice.
Right.
I'll see you right there, Nari.
Nari, what's going on? How you doing, sis? What's the deal?
How you doing, Nari?
She got to get her vocals together. Last minute situation, with the technology, I imagine. Patricia said, why do people imply suggestion of brainwashing? I mean, it's always that could be a conspiracy theory. I mean, it doesn't always have to be, people are really being brainwashed. People do know how to think. People can really think. I just think that at some point individuals allow their ignorance to take it, to take precedent over their intelligence. I don't think it has nothing to do with brainwashing. It's not like, what I'm saying, there's some master plan going on. They putting kids in some chamber somewhere, washing them of their brains and all that. Then they walk out of here like some Manchurian candidates where they ain't got their own thought processes. I don't think it's like that. So I agree with you.
Mm-hmm.
Who's this pulling up right here?
This Uncle Charles. How y'all doing, man?
Yo, what's up, my brother? How you doing? How you doing, brother?
Listen. This is a beautiful panel. I just want to say this is a beautiful panel. If y'all hear the same thing in the background, that's my grandbaby. She's spending the weekend. I'm already out of breath. So let me just say this. Let me say this, and maybe it's just touching on a few different little things. I appreciate that my sisters and my brothers come on here talking about various topics because we need people to be standing out there for our community, for our city, and standing up. Somebody got to take the lead here. Everybody can't be a leader. Somebody got to do the following, and somebody got to do the leading. Let me just say this, bro. I've been watching the news, and black men in this country, I don't know what the hell they think we are. They think we some kind of animal just was created in a lab, or some mad scientist dropped a ball on the floor and all of a sudden we popped up. No, let me just say that I'm looking at this New York mayor and he's talking about killing the criminal. Well, then what criminal are you talking about? They got some officers up there that got shot up there in New York. I got family up there. New York officers got killed up there. I want these cities to understand something. These cities like New York, California, Boston, Connecticut, all these states and cities that try to claim like they diverse, they ain't racist. But guess what? You set the table and somebody gonna sit down and eat. I'm telling you right now, you're supposed to plant seeds. You don't supposed to eat them. It's what it is. I am sick and tired of my brothers of being made out to be some kind of animal or something like that. I'm 52 years old. I got a grandbaby. I got a grown daughter. She working. I got a son. He in school doing well. What? I want to know, and excuse me, I got to say this. What nigga is you talking about? Because you ain't talking about me. I am sick of my young brothers, my young cats out here getting the label put on them like they some kind of animal, some from outer space. You've been tricking us and doing us all kinds of ways since we've been fresh off the boat. So let's just analyze this. Everybody that came to this country, that's a foreigner of this country, that came off that boat, they was able to establish a job, they was able to establish food stamps and all these other things. Why? Because they need it. But all of a sudden, we get those various things, and now we're lazy. We don't want to work. Well, guess what? When we was over there, we was running for our lives, and we didn't want to come over here. But you put us on that boat and you didn't even stop off for gas. It's what it is. I am sick and tired of this. Our people being made like we're animals. Now, you got 3 or 4 officers that got shot up here in New York. 2 of them, I think, dead. I want people to understand this. I am sick and tired of putting up this TV and watching a young man get the back of his head blown off by a police officer. And everybody said he deserved it. Well, he had to be on did something. Now, when the officers get the same thing, all of a sudden, we the animal, we the criminal, and all these other things. The table you set, you will have to sit down at it one day. The bottom should rise to the top. That's the way it is. Black people is not going to stay in this condition. You want to know why? Because of history and because of what the Bible says. The bottom should rise to the top. Do you honestly think at this point in time, much as you don't analyze us in a lab, you try to kill us with AIDS, you try to kill us with finances, you try to kill us with putting us in jail, and we still here, niggas everywhere, and you still, that let you know your job, you didn't do your job, and guess what? You gonna become what you called us, and it ain't gonna stop. Now the city under siege. The city under siege. I just saw 2 or 3 black young men get their ass whipped by the New York police, and now you getting it. Ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun. And now the rabbit got the gun, he's shooting back. And he ain't gonna stop shooting back. This is what it is. You lay that table, you gonna have to sit down and eat too. It's what it is. Now our sisters, our young sisters that's being, these young girls that's being raised and things, I just got through looking at YouTube. Oh, they laughing because the child, little girl, she had to be about 3 years old. She twerking. And now you getting her ready to go in one of those strip clubs. Now, it ain't like she got to try out in the club. She already knew what to do. Why? Because somebody in the house thought it was funny. It ain't funny. She's a young girl. She need to be a young lady, and then she need to become a young woman and a grown woman that's productive in our society. But no, you don't turn her into Megan Thee Stallion. Well, good luck with that. You know what I mean? The Megan Thee Stallions ain't gonna make it. How many Megan Stallions ain't gonna make it? Now, how many Megan Stallions gonna make it? Ain't gonna be many of them.
That's right.
And once they doing that, you want to show your ass on TV and then you get paid for it. That's your business. But don't be surprised when a nigga stuck on your door like Velcro. Don't be surprised. And that's all I gotta say, man. I appreciate it, man. But I'm sorry to come on here like this, bro. But I ain't gonna take it no more. Now I'm
Thank you, Uncle Charles, man. We appreciate you, man. We appreciate you, big bro.
Yes, sir. I appreciate y'all, man.
Grandkids, man. Take care of your family, man. We appreciate you, man.
That's right.
Love y'all keep it in the road now.
Have a good one,
bro. Sir.
Sister Nari, you here with us? Sister Nari. Well, I mean, for whatever reason, Mikey B, man, we still seem to be struggling getting the sister up here. I don't know if it's her technology, but she just was in the chat, you know, talking about the, you know, when are we gonna have some women up here? We finally got the sister on board. Now the sister seems to be having some technical issues. So we gotta get this thing rectified.
I definitely want to hear what she got to say.
Yeah, I want to hear what the sister got to say because we need a woman's perspective, man. Somebody who is coming from a whole different angle. Because a lot of time, you know, us men, we think a whole different way. What's up, Mike?
Yo, you seen somebody put Malcolm X quote in there that got him kicked out of Nation of Islam.
Yeah, chickens coming home to roost.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the reality, man. I mean, the system itself was designed like that. Like, I mean, let's just keep it real, bro. You can't create a system, you can't create a system illegitimately and expect for people to fall in line and adhere to legitimacy. Everybody's not gonna fall in line to being legitimate when the initial seed that was planted was illegitimate. If you kidnap me illegally, illegitimately, you take me from my home. If let's just imagine today, we just gonna use it in layman's term. I kick your door down, Mikey B. Take you, take your family, I take everybody that's in your house. I tie everybody up, and I take them from one side of the country to California. In California, I get on the boat and we go to freaking Europe. And I beat your ass for 100 years. And you working for me for free. And you have babies, and they have babies, and they have babies, and so on and so forth, right? My point is this, right? What we're looking at here is that a system was illegitimately constructed, unjustly, immorally, on every level imaginable. Now, it has laws. These laws they sound great. When you open up a law book, you would think you're reading some of the most greatest stuff ever written. But none of it is just because it's constructed off of the initial illegitimacy where a group of individuals took people from one side of the earth to the next and created laws and said, we're going to make you do what we want you to do.
But hold on.
This is the biggest crime ever committed.
Yo, before that, though, they committed genocide on the people that was here, and they had to bring in new slaves because they killed the ones that were here.
Yo, bro.
They killed the indigenous people from the South coming up because they came from the South up.
It's a fact.
Definitely a fact.
So how do you expect somehow that there are not going to be people here who live here in this country who are not going to tolerate unjust rule? This is just common sense. So, the expectation that somehow there will not be instances in which people will respond against the laws of society is unrealistic. There will always be people who will confront those who want to keep them, under their feet. That's right. The law was created. Moshe said the law was created for them and not for us, period. I know we kind of deviated a little bit, because we initially started off with real right, but it's not working on this side. Don't worry about it, Nari. We're here. We welcome your presence here. We want you to basically sit up here with us so you can provide us with a female's perspective. No disrespect if that term offends you, please forgive me. but a perspective that is different than the one that we're giving here.
Pardon me. Hey, brother Mikey B and Moshe, I enjoyed y'all, man. I got to get with the kids and the family, man, and I enjoyed y'all, bro. And y'all have a good one. I'm gonna get with you, bro. But you know, like I appreciate the opportunity, man. And brother knowledge, man. If you watching, bro, like I want to tap in with you, bro, because you know we have opposite attract in our mentality, but together we can move forward, man. So again, bro, Mikey B, salute, Moshe, salute, bro. I appreciate the opportunity. I'll be tapping in with y'all, bro.
Please, man. And if you could try to get one of your peoples, man, somebody who you have influence over, let them know, man. Subscribe, man. Tap in as well, man. The more the merrier. Yeah, Mikey. So, you know, we see that everybody.
Moshe froze up for a second. Let's hope he come back. But yeah, man, we in a hell of a state. We have Uncle Charles come through and talk to us, man. There's so much stuff going on. Yeah, man, we in a hell of a. You froze up on us, Moshe. Go ahead, man.
Nah, I was just saying that you see, we all have different perspectives.
Yeah, my brother keeps freezing up, man, but it's all good. Man, it was a great chat today, man. We had a good vibe today. It was good, man. Mel Cross came through. We had 050 trying to bring Compo, 05 the movement. We locked in. It was great, man. I appreciate all y'all that pull up, man. You know what I'm saying? But we take this as a chance to teach. This is what we do with this. We was teaching in prison. Yo, Stiz, what's up, man? Yo, hit the link, Stiz. This is my guy right here, Moshe. You know Stiz? Stiz
Not
Hunter.
sure if I do. From where?
Stiz Hunter. He was down with us. He was in prison. He did a while, you know what I'm saying? That's one of my bros right there, you heard? Hit that link, Stiz. Pull up.
Yo, you know what's crazy is that Real Talk with Kasim said in 76 in Passaic, New Jersey, his father was arrested on a trumped up charge and they ultimately hung him. You just took it down. But
wow.
He just said that the police hung my father with the very shirt that he had on. And we want to address this issue too. About we'll talk about this another episode, but we're going to speak about the suicide rate that is currently taking place in Comstock and Great Meadow Correctional Facility in Comstock, New York. So this is something that we definitely want to speak on. What's up, my brother?
Yo, Mikey B, Moshe, I just want to get on. I don't have much to say, man. I just want to say salute to y'all, to the panel, and I respect everything y'all do. Real talk, man. You know, I'll be on here listening to y'all every time I try to tune in. And what y'all doing is real life, real gangster shit, man. I apologize for the cursing, but what y'all really doing is y'all leaders in this world, and I enjoy y'all content, and I really hope that everybody tunes in to locked in, and I got people locked in. But you guys are gonna change, the narrative, and you guys are gonna be a part of changing, things in this world and enlightening people. And I respect y'all, and I just want to salute y'all before I go to bed, man. That's all I gotta say.
Salute you too.
All right.
What's your name? What's your name, brother?
Good night, and be blessed, man.
You too, man.
What's your name, brother?
$2, you heard?
Well, that's true.
$2.
$2. Finally get a chance to meet you, my brother, man.
Yeah, listen. I'm on a journey. Everybody's saying I'm trolling right now to get my name up. I'm on a journey, but hopefully I get the opportunity to do what I'm called to do in this life. And I really want to be able to interview you guys when I get my platform really, grounded. So, everybody knows, what life is really about. And there is some good leaders in this world and good brothers in this world, man. And I just want to salute you guys. Real talk.
Let us know. We see your content. It's right and exact. You talking what you live what you talking now. We don't got no problem pulling up, bro. You heard?
That's right. That's right.
Salute.
Salute,
yo,
bro.
Man. Have a good night, man. Thank you
You
for pulling
too,
up,
man.
my brother. Yeah, so like I was saying, we to everybody out there. So I wanted to say that because Kasim mentioned it about his father passing away by being killed by Passaic authorities by them hanging him. And eventually we're going to talk about the situation with those who are incarcerated at Great Meadow Correctional Facility in Comstock, New York. They have a very high suicide rate over there. And I don't think everybody's up there killing themselves. That's for the record. Another thing I want to talk about, somebody put it in the chat earlier, is why don't we shout brothers who are in the box out and those that are in ADX? We don't have a problem shouting our brothers like Pistol Pete. That's our brother. We love Pete. Shout out to Pistol Pete. You know, free Pistol Pete. He should not be in a cell in some dungeon in ADX. And not for nothing, neither should my brother Rod Diggs, our brother Rod Diggs, who have 12 life sentences. They convicted him as if, you know, he was freaking, I don't know. Like he was just this mass murderer or whatever like that. So shout out to Rod Riggs, free Rod Diggs, free anybody who may be confined to that ADX horror story. Free Larry Hoover. That's right. Free anybody that's over there, man. Because it's an inhumane situation. It's unjust and nobody should be held in a cage for 23 hours a day for the rest of their life. All right. There have been crimes committed against our people that have been unimaginable, and nobody has been held accountable for those crimes yet. All right. So, you know, we can't be talking about one group of individuals on this side are criminals, and these individuals over here are founding fathers. You know, we're not going to use that language here, right? You know what I'm saying? That the reality is that our people have been unjustly treated, and something needs to be done about that. Mikey. That's right. YGTV. That's right. Free Larry Hoover. Damn right. Free Larry Hoover. That man should be sitting in the damn cell. Why should Larry Hoover be sitting in the cell? For what? What did he do? Because he tried to organize his people. It's a great man. That's right. He tried to organize his people, elevate them, you know, provide a means. And that's right. Free King Blood too, aka Felipe Lopez. That's right. Get him out of there. Get him out of ADX. We want all of our brothers that are in that freaking dungeon to be let out. Free the guys. You damn right. And there's nothing wrong with saying that. We should never feel wrong about expressing our views, our political beliefs, our opinions, and things like that. We should always speak truth to power.
They always talking about we don't have solutions, right? Oh, Stiz, that goes Stiz right there. They always talking about we don't have solutions. This is my bro right here, Moshe Stiz. You know what I'm saying?
Stiz, peace, good brother. Peace, good brother. Rise up, man.
Yo, peace, my brother. Nice to meet you, bro. Rise up. How you doing tonight, bro?
You, man. I'm glorious, man. You know, enjoying life. You know, I see what you guys are doing. Keep it up, man. I tell all the brothers, man, you know, freedom's the must. Y'all spreading the word to the people. This is what we need, man. We need this in the communities, you know, and the black and brown Latino communities. We need this, man. You know?
Absolutely.
And this is real, man. And, you know, I'm just so happy that you guys are doing this, man, because, like I said, it's what's needed, man. It's what's needed, man.
You got to start pulling up. Stiz be posting all the quotes, all the history on his Instagram.
Yeah, man.
That's all he posts, you heard? It's family history and quotes and stuff like that, you heard?
Yeah, man. It's very important that we knowledge self and know what's going on in the world, where we come from, man. And the struggle, it's real, man. And a lot of people feel like we can't get out of the struggle. We feel like we if we don't have the struggle, we ain't who we are. Nah, man. We gotta know where we come from, man, and we gotta do better as a people, as a collective whole. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, I agree.
I appreciate you guys doing, man. I definitely appreciate it, man. Real.
That's it right there. Each one teach what everybody know. But solutions, that's what we're solutions based. Somebody said about the history. Before Stiz popped in, they was talking about history. If I could teach you anything, and if you can learn anything from being on this podcast and learning from us, the number one thing you need to do is learn your history. Learn who you are. Wow. Learn knowledge yourself, because that's going to tell you what's wrong and what's right and what you should be doing now. If you don't know where you come from, then you ain't going to know where you're going. It's going to be your past. It's going to be your, we're going to talk about a lot of different things on here, bro. We're going to talk about history. We're going to talk about rites of passage. We're going to talk about government. We got a lot of things in store for y'all. This is just the start.
This is just
the start.
Just a little bit. Word.
We just getting warmed up. Really, we're getting warmed up.
Well, we got really so much stuff we got to teach. This is ridiculous, man.
Yeah. We have so much stuff and so many people. We got so many people we're going to introduce y'all to that's real good guys in the community. They from all over. We got ties everywhere. West Coast, East Coast, down south. We got people everywhere. You know
Midwest,
what I'm saying?
all over the place.
So we're gonna definitely be bringing y'all. We're gonna definitely be bringing y'all a lot of different stuff. You know what I'm saying? And of course, we always gonna be free to peoples. We always working on that. Look what we did with Terrence Rice in his situation.
Absolutely.
You know, we're gonna help out wherever we can. So if y'all know things,
right. That was definitely dope right there. That was definitely dope, man. I definitely signed that petition, man.
Pull us up
for the brother Terrence. For real.
Yeah, and we're gonna
That's
still
what it is,
more.
man. I just want to let you brothers know, man. Just keep the good work, man. I'm always here. Anything I can do to help, anything, you know.
Yo,
you brothers are doing a good job, man. Just keep it up, man. That's showing us what real kings, what real kings is about, you know. And you brothers, I did a lot of time, man, and that's real right there in itself, you know. And you guys, you came home and you let them know what freedom is, man. And y'all, I'm proud of y'all, man.
Thank you, my brother.
Bro. That's
well,
a fact.
we really appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. Thank you for pulling up on us, my brother, man. You're more than welcome. If Mikey B say, man, his family right here.
His family, right here.
You're always welcome.
Stiz Hunter, man. That's hit him at Stiz Hunter on Instagram. Stiz Hunter, bro. We got all.
Okay. Copy.
We got all the history on his page.
I've seen the name.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, I've seen the name. Absolutely.
Yeah, he got all the history on his page. He always posted up some good stuff. Always got information. Always got good stuff up there.
Yeah.
Well, let's make sure I go look at his joint and tap in with him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
But that's what it's all about. We all, like I said, history, no matter what history it is, because, you know, we have different people that, you know, we see all colors, all nations and all races come through our channel. So know your history. Your history alone is gonna be your strength. When you get cut off from that history, now you at a disadvantage in the world. It messes with your self-esteem. It doesn't give you can't have no knowledge of yourself. And without that self-esteem, we are easily led astray. It's easy for us to people to pressure because we don't know who we are. So we'll do anything. Once you know yourself and what you're supposed to be doing, then you won't just do anything with yourself. You'll respect yourself. You have more respect for yourself and your history and your family and your bloodline. Regardless of who we are, for us to be here today, we came through from a long line of fighters, of survivors, and of warriors. It's not gonna end here. It's not gonna end with us. But it's our birthright to pass on what? Information, to pass on knowledge. We pass it on through our DNA. When we have kids, we pass on knowledge. We do it verbally. We do it in our books. It's in the Bible. Our history is passed on. So that's all we're gonna do. We only doing what our responsibility is to do. Is to give you the right information, to know who you are, to know what you're supposed to be doing. And this is how I am here now. I got guys in prison that I did a lot more in these streets than some of my guys, and they still in prison. They did less than me. I'm out here for a reason. I know that's from the Most High. I know he got me out here for a reason, and I make sure I keep that on the forefront of my mind. And that, you know, when I'm out here working and doing what I'm doing, I always make sure I stay humble and understand that, because there's guys in prison that did a lot less than me, and they still in there fighting to get out. So what that mean? I'm here for a reason. And, you know, I'm just here to show that.
Yo, man, thank you everyone for tuning in with us. You know, we truly appreciate the love and support. I got one question. Is China a blood or Muslim? I mean, I think you should ask China those questions. I mean, that's something you can access. I mean, all right, we must aspire to inspire before we expire. Real talk with Kasim. It's always a pleasure, Kasim. Shout out my brother, man. We didn't get a chance to link up in a minute, man. Another great show. Yo, cuz, I love you, cuz. I'll call you tomorrow, inshallah. Listen, for everybody, man, if this is your first time tuning in with us, man, please, man, hit the subscribe button, tap in, man. Like my brother Mikey B said, we got a lot of content coming to you guys. Tonight's discussion was about being real, about being right. You know, and what we're trying to do, man, to the best of our ability, you know, for our remaining years on this earth is be real rights. And this has nothing to do with the Don Mu terminology, the blood way of living. It's just, you know, being a human being, being men. I'm standing up and believing what we believe in, standing up for what's righteous. And holding ourselves to account before we're held to account. And you know, if we don't do that, then ultimately, man, we're not being real to ourselves. We're not doing what's right. All right. So with that, man, you know, I'm gonna say salute to everybody out there. We love y'all. We love y'all support, man. Again, man, we locked in.
We locked
Find
in.
the freedom in you, my brother Mikey B. To our other brother KK who's not here. Peace, man. Y'all take
Everybody
care.
that came through the panel, Mel Cross,
Word.
050 China Brim.
050 China Brim. We love y'all, man.
Up here.
Word. Mel Cross.
El
Capo.
Wax Boy AP. Appreciate
Wax
all y'all.
everybody.
Chat. Salute to y'all.
Salute
We
to
locked
y'all,
in.
Man.